a podcast where you don't need an invite to join the conversation. Welcome to Add Me to the Group Chat.
Professional. Yeah, this is probably her
I
first
think
time.
I'm a natural mover.
You move a lot.
You're doing
I'm a
too
mover
much.
and a shaker.
Mover.
Catch that.
Catch that tea.
Taking a shower, and at the end of it, what were you doing yesterday? And you were doing it to your son. You were like, yeah. She ended her vlog like that, and I was like, oh gosh. But she was actually of age. She's like 21, so it's appropriate.
My son was like, please stop doing it. I'm like, isn't that what they do? He's like, stop, Mom.
And conversations in the vehicle, obviously. And I was like, well, buddy, it's fine. Like, whatever. Like, tell me, it's fine. And he was like, I saw a man and then a hand on its thing, and it was like shooting out.
Oh my God.
Wait, at a donut shop? Yeah, so basically.
First of all, kids say I drank $150.
Yeah, exactly. Look, whatever I'm losing, I'm drinking way more. Okay, so I'm actually making money. If I were to sit at the bar and drink this,
Okay, $20 a pop, $28.
exactly.
Yeah.
I want to give an official opening to the podcast. This episode was really, truly organic. That's how every episode goes. There's kind of a strategy. There's a little bit of some topics that we do discuss that we know kind of ahead of time, but this conversation is with four of my best friends, and it's Olivia Hayward, Courage Molina, and Kia Atkinson, and I am so happy that you were able to be a part of this conversation. We had been previously sitting around this table in my home for, I would say, a few hours that morning, already talking, and we just had the best time. We had a girls' weekend at my home, and it was really great and very relaxing and much needed. It was Olivia Hayward's birthday, so give her a shout out if you know who she is online. But we are really happy that we get to open up these conversations with you. That's really the point of having this podcast, and I'm very thankful that you do listen every single week. I've had some great response, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. This is going to be a two-part, so we have a part 1 and a part 2. And yeah, also, this is an adult podcast, so you never know what's going to be said, but it's for adult ears only is the best way to go about listening. So yeah, just sit back, relax, take a hot shower, a ride to work, or just hanging out and taking a good listen. Thank you for being part of this, and let's get right into it. Hi, you guys. Welcome to the podcast. Add me to the group chat. This is an actual real life group chat in person. Are we so excited?
So are you welcoming us to the podcast? Or are you welcoming them to the podcast?
I can welcome whomever I want.
So this is your podcast.
You know what, Courage? Courage is so annoyed because
She's a thief.
I
and
was
she
like,
steals
I just want to do a
everything.
podcast. She was like, Olivia was like, she's out. She's not doing a podcast.
No, you didn't just say you wanted to do a podcast. You said we should do a podcast.
We should do a podcast. And I want
I
it to be calm and relaxed.
And I said yes. And Olivia is the one who rejected you.
But you know what? You also, are we going to do this every episode?
We didn't do this last episode.
We did do it.
Did we? I think we forgot.
You forgot.
Well, maybe I
What's
did.
that called? Amnesia?
Maybe.
Yeah, she stayed with amnesia. Selective.
Oh, Mike.
selective amnesia.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, I'm going to let it go. I just want to.
But it is. And I don't want
It
the
is
face
your
of
podcast?
no. I don't want the face of the podcast. I don't want my face everywhere. It's just a conversation. But you are the co-host.
Oh,
Like
today.
you are officially.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, and Alan is too. That's it.
Oh, Alan, too.
Yeah, because y'all are my main
Interesting.
people.
It's very interesting.
I don't want to always do podcasts by myself.
I love this.
Oh my gosh, it's very. You don't want to edit. You don't want to do nothing.
Well, I said
Exactly.
that in my contract.
I sent you an Amazon link to a mic. Did it
Don't
show up?
Pipe in because that was in my contract. Because I'm the talent. And that's
You
what
and
I
Alan
said.
like to do the same thing. Talk to my agent. It's a lot. It's very stressful. It's very stressful.
Thanks for having us on your podcast. We
Thank
love
you
it.
so much.
I didn't say my podcast. I said add me to the group chat. It's a live chat. Doesn't that feel so good? Mm-hmm. It is. All right. Well, we're here in person. It's actually your birthday.
Yeah.
You woke up and it's your birthday.
Thank you.
That was good sound effects. I don't have
Blow the
to.
whistle.
Oh, wow.
Okay, tell us a little bit. It's your birthday. What do you want to say for your birthday?
I don't have anything to say for my birthday. It's my birthday.
Does it feel any type of way?
It feels great.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels great.
Yeah.
To, having a birthday is a blessing,
It is.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Absolutely.
every year, everyone don't always have a birthday, so.
Oh, that's how you're going to do it.
Girl,
Go ahead.
That,
she's speaking the truth.
Reach, honey.
that is true. And it's actually,
Yeah, so-
that's sad.
yeah, it is sad, but I'm blessed.
You got another one.
I
Yeah.
got another one.
Look at that.
Folded 3. Ooh, are we saying that online?
I mean, I'm not that type of person to be like, I don't care if people
I
know
think
my
you should be
age.
proud of your age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
It's
43.
sweet.
yeah,
Yeah. I think it's great.
yeah.
It's a badge of honor.
It's an accomplishment.
It is.
Right in itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this feels really good. You guys, we have actually been sitting at this table all day.
Facts.
Our life is a podcast.
It is a podcast, yeah, but now it just feels a little bit more official because we have mics in front of our face and it's a little bit fun. Okay, tell everybody what you're drinking. Everybody has their own signature cocktail right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's called H2O.
So the birthday girl's
Ooh.
drinking water.
Yes.
Boo.
You're trying to stay hydrated. Oh, shenanigans. My tea bag busted. Tea bag busted.
Oh,
I can't drink that.
You can.
With tea leaves?
Yeah, it's not poison.
Well, it doesn't taste good.
Yes.
To like be floating in your mouth. Look at that.
I know. I see it.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's good roughage. I thought maybe you're doing something with your loose tea.
Oh,
Maybe red
sick.
sometime.
Well, I had some great tea. Now I'm disappointed. I'm going to act like you. I'm not drinking that.
You're not gonna waste my tea bag.
yeah, now I'm actually really pissed off. That sucks. Okay.
I'm just drinking water also.
Le Bleu.
I'm drinking a Moscow Mule.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Because it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock.
Cheers, clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
That is such a cute cup, though.
It is.
Yeah. When Alan found those
The
online.
classic copper Moscow Mule cup.
Yeah, but they're black.
Black.
Like, I've never seen them like a blacked out.
It's like pretty copper on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
It's
pretty.
fancy.
Super cute.
It's more like masculine. You know, it kind of has more of a
But
masculine
it has a
vibe.
like.
I don't
it-
think it's
I
masculine.
think it has a little. I feel like
my
it's
favorite
a
color's black.
Feminine
yeah,
twist.
Yeah.
Well, you masculine, but
Oh gosh.
Lord,
in your
help
cologne?
me. I am a Southern belle. I do not clap back when provoked.
that's a lie. I was very triggered riding with you yesterday.
Courage's word for the weekend. That's her like mantra.
Yeah.
Southern belle.
I'm a Southern belle.
I do
You
not
know
clap
when somebody
back
has to
when
say they're
provoked.
Southern Belle, that's a lie.
Have to be. It's just a reminder to be sweet and demure.
Demure.
Mule.
Very cutesy.
You know what those mics are? You guys stop moving, Kia. Yeah, I hear you ruffling over there.
Oh really?
You're doing a good job, Olivia,
Thank you.
with your mic.
Olivia's professional. Yeah, this is probably her
I think
first time.
I'm a natural mover. I'm just
You move a lot.
You're doing
I'm a
too
mover
much.
and a shaker.
Move.
Oh,
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 Catch that.
Catch that tea. What the kids do?
oh, do
Oh, is
they?
it clock that tea?
Yeah, clock that tea.
Clock that tea.
Why do
Clock
they
that
do
tea.
this?
That's what they do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
We don't
know.
know.
I don't know
Age
what they
gap.
do.
Who knows why they do what they do?
Yeah, but that's what they be doing online. I be seeing them. They be like, clock that tea.
Oh my gosh, I just was watching a vlog, taking a shower, and at the end of it, what were you doing yesterday? And you were doing it to your son. You were like, yeah. She ended her vlog like that, and I was like, oh gosh. But she was actually of age. She's like 21, so it's appropriate.
My son was like, please stop doing that. I'm like, isn't that what they do? He's like, stop, Mom. Look, where are you learning this? I'm like,
I haven't seen
I
that.
have a phone. I'm on the intranet.
Yeah, see the
On the
interwebs.
net. I'm
I'm
on the
the
web.
World Wide Web.
It is very funny because we're hearing a lot. So there's new terms out. There's Riz, which I still don't understand
I
what
don't
that
even like
means.
You know
the
what
way it
charisma
sounds.
is?
So that's Riz. Is that where?
That's yeah. It's short
Shut
for,
up.
yeah.
I did not know
It's short
that.
for charisma.
Look
This
at
is the new
Olivia.
word she's teaching us. Instead of vignettes,
Vignettes.
it's Riz for charisma.
First of all, they will not let me live down vignettes to save my life. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's a
When
staple.
are y'all gonna let this go? It's been
Olivia
like
is
4
Never.
years now.
Olivia
Never.
is so fancy. Even when she's talking to us, like we keep saying that, hey, there's no cameras here. We're just using normal words. She's always using like something so fancy. Like you doing a lot, and it's just us. Who are you trying to impress?
Where
It's
would
not
you like me to
necessary.
use my expansive
With
vocabulary?
your other
at?
friends out there in the world, when you moving and shaking with your girl over here, not here with us.
Yeah. Y'all, you know what it is? Olivia does have, she's very classy. She's very classy. She's
Mm-hmm.
very educated. But you rub arms and elbows with a lot of people now in Tally, okay? And
so
I
now
just think
she-
you keep up. You
doing
know?
a
First of all, I've been saying these words before I moved to Tallahassee.
Oh, were you? I never heard these words.
Well, I said vignette before.
Oh,
Yeah,
correct
she
me,
said that at the
honey. Get me
studio.
in line.
Yeah, remember we were like, we need to
Oh,
like,
we were at the
yeah, we
studio.
need to make the
Yes.
studio have new space. She
And
was
she's
like, yeah,
like,
like a little vignette
vignette.
over there.
Oh,
And
making
we're like, what the freak are you talking about?
Right? Never heard this.
We're like,
Well,
a
that's what they're
space?
called. Yeah, we're like, you could have called it something else, like a space with, different background or something. Well, that's what they're called. I can't help it if you guys don't know these words.
Yeah, it really is an insult when we don't know it. She's like, I'm going to teach y'all something new. Okay, I feel charisma, Riz. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So aura, talk to us about aura, Kia.
So aura is like your, almost like how cool you are.
Yeah.
So like if you embarrass yourself, you're losing aura points.
Yeah, which is so, what would we say when
Like
we were growing
like
up?
someone says like, oh, he got mad aura. Like he's like so,
Oh.
he's like,
Like,
so
so
like
cool.
so cool, so suave. Like
Wow.
he's just like, yeah.
Got mad.
But if you're embarrassed yourself, my daughter's like, yeah, oh my
You
gosh,
lost aura.
I tripped in front of somebody the other way. I lost so many aura points. I lost so many points.
What do
just
you
then.
get for these points? Any,
I know, like, how
Yeah,
do you
I
cash
don't know.
them
Like,
in?
are you
Can you
getting
cash
paid
them
for these
in?
points? I have
Do
no
you get
idea.
like free admission? Maybe
Who's
get free
keeping
admission,
score?
You don't get a ticket or something. I don't know.
Yeah, who's
I-
keeping score
I don't
exactly?
know.
I'm trying to think, what would we say at that age, though? We weren't saying aura. So what word were we using?
Probably like cool points.
Oh yeah,
we
we did
say
say
that?
cool points.
Yeah, we did.
Did
We
we?
did say
You
cool points.
said-
Yeah,
I
said cool
never
points.
said
Yeah.
cool
I'm like, oh, you
point.
get cool points for that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We used
Yeah.
to say that in the
Yeah, I
Ain't
said
nobody
that.
say that.
Yeah, we did.
Well, nobody said it to me. I guess I wasn't cool.
Me neither.
You guys have 0 cool points.
I
Okay?
had 0.
yeah. No, we used to say that.
Cool points.
And then I guess cool went to dope. Like dope was cool.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
And now it's aura.
I'm not gonna say aura. I think the best one is
I mean-
dope. Actually,
I just think of an
dope
aura
is
ring.
timeless.
Like,
to you, because you're not age gap.
Age gap.
you'll be saying the same word
Oh, man, the
70,
kids
80.
will say that.
That's
Dope.
like I'll be 80 years old saying, "Ooh, that's dope." Kids still saying that.
And then it will come back and be like, Mom, that actually is dope. Like
Yeah.
physically dope.
Oh,
Stop
Oh yeah,
it.
the word.
It'll come back around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah,
always
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
it'll come back around. But like, I also think like new things are created, right? Because we're talking about aura. That never. When was that out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
a
made
real
up.
word.
Is
It's a real
it?
word.
I mean, it is a
Real word.
word. Yes.
Yeah, it is. But people used to say it in a term of like.
Oh, like he has a dark aura.
Yeah, exactly.
Or,
like
you know,
protect my
or,
aura or whatever.
or she has like a really bright aura.
Those are very
No, you're
Kind of
right. That's
describing
where the
someone's
name
personality.
comes from.
Yeah.
Right.
But now it's
Or the
points.
vibe around them.
Yeah.
Pretty
the
much.
vibe.
And is this
It's a
from
vibe.
a game? Like, I always want to know, how did this come into be? Like, is this a game? Like, from a game, they said that on the game, and you are losing aura points on the game, and so that translated into like the real world. If you put your hands on me one more time, I am a Southern
I'm going to
belle.
give you a mic.
Please stop touching
I mean,
me.
a headphone. You know what? We all need headphones. You know, that ain't
How
in
about
budget
this?
right now. I need 2
Is
more.
this good?
We
you want
would
me to
love some new
kiss?
sponsors for the podcast to
Yeah,
help
who
us.
is this
the
you wearing?
microphone.
JBL?
Is it JBL? I don't know. I don't think it's a JB. I have
Oh,
a JBL.
I shouldn't be saying their name, but
Oh,
because they haven't sponsored us
Yeah,
yet.
let's not
But
do
we're
that.
looking for sponsors.
we're looking for sponsors for
so
two
we're
more
just putting
headphones.
some names out there.
True facts.
So Bose.
Yeah, so
You
she
know,
can
holler
stop
at us.
touching me.
Yeah, when you play this back, you can go beep.
Yeah.
Are those beep?
Yeah, let's. Oh, I am going to do that because I'll be like, what did they say? I love that. You know, I love a little. Yeah, that's good.
Good.
All right, I have something I have to tell y'all. I've been dying to tell y'all since
Okay,
yesterday.
yes.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of what the kids say. All right. So there's a new donut shop in our town that we live. And so for maybe 4 days, the kids have been saying something to Alan or to me, like, there's a donut shop. We need to go to the donut shop, all this stuff. And I'm like, no, we're not going. Because once a week we'll go and get a sweet treat or go like out to eat. I'm not doing that every day after school. And so I don't know what day it was, but it was the other day. And they just like bombarded me at pickup. So they're
I
like,
was on
today
the
we
phone with
have,
you.
that is right. Oh, it was that day. They were like, Mom, we have to go to the donut shop. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And then finally, and we had to be at drum lessons in 30 minutes. So I was thinking, we don't really have time, but I was like, whatever, I'll just pull through. It's fine. Like, we've never been. Cool. I was like, this is the day. We're not doing it Friday. We're doing it today. So we pull in. No one's there. The customer service was a 0. It was
0
horrible.
out of 10. That's what the young people say.
Yeah.
0 out of 10.
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, you pull in one and I'm already thinking, well, nobody's really here, so that's not a good sign. And y'all just opened. But then we
Yeah, because
pull
usually
up
when the place is open, it's like
packed.
mad. Yeah.
And I will give them credit because in the mornings it's crowded. Okay. Maybe it's like a morning vibe. But when I got to the window, like to the mic to, get my order in, she was like, can you hang on a minute? For what? What are you doing inside? You don't have customers. So that was already annoying. And the kids were like, pull off. It's going to take too long. Like it was a whole thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, just whatever. So we get the donuts. They're fine. They're not really anything. I mean, they're still in there. They're still, they're on our coffee bar. It's fine. In the vignette. And so we actually pull in the driveway. Well, we're down the road, actually. So Maddox says to me, he's my oldest son, if any kids are listening to this, FYI, with your parents, just skip it or pause it and come back. Okay, great. He says, Mom, I saw something inappropriate at the donut shop. I was like, you saw something inappropriate? I was like, what happened? And he was like, I can't say it. I can't say it. And I was like, well, and we keep open conversation. Like, I'm very open with my kids. Just last week, this is another conversation. I told them something that I'm like, this is a house where conversation can happen. You're not judged or it's fine. We're going to discuss it, right? So in the car, he's saying this, and so much happens in conversations in the vehicle, obviously. And I was like, well, buddy, it's fine. Like, whatever. Like, tell me. It's fine. And he was like, I saw a man and then a hand on its thing, and it was like shooting out.
Oh my God.
Wait, at a donut shop?
And you ate them donuts?
Hang on a second.
Wait, are you kidding me?
I'm not. This is really not a joke. I didn't tell y'all intentionally for the. I wanted this to be a conversation because so many. I think parents, and I want us to talk about this too. But parents need to have conversations with children. My boys are young, but they're not too young to know things because they see things, hear things at school. I don't care if they're at a private school, if it's Christian
they're
school.
See and hear everything.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just like,
Girl,
okay.
I know you.
So
lying.
he said this.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what Cruz is like? What? Like reacting, right? I'm not giving a reaction. I'm just processing. How do I, as a parent, teach in this moment? Do you know what I mean? Like, make this a moment.
First of all, I'm like, I need more details and context.
I know, and that's what I got.
What did you see? A screen, a human man?
Yeah.
A picture of something?
So he's in the back seat, me and Cruz are in the front, and so he's saying this, and I'm like, buddy, what was it? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, it was like here. So he was like pointing to his body and like doing gestures with his hands. And I was like thinking, oh my gosh, was this a sex store next to the donut shop? Because we will never, like, what the crap? And then I'm thinking maybe it was a doctor's office about like having an exam. Maybe it was like, I'm just like going through all these motions. And so I'm like, well, and so then I just like scratch it and I'm like, well, we'll figure out what it was. Like, we'll go back and I'll see what it was or whatever. I was like, but let's talk about this. There's a lot of things that men and women do that God's created us to have special moments with our wife or with our husband. I was like, so I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a doctor's office. Maybe it was something that we don't, do. You know what I mean? I don't, I was just like taking it like, how can I make it not nasty? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you see it, it goes like, that's bad. And I feel like for young children, when you start that in conversations, to you then as an adult, you carry that on and you go, that's wrong. Do you know? Because then you shame your child for like, you saw it, you heard it, you're like, never speak of that again, never do that. Like, it just becomes this horrible thing. So I took it like biblically and I tried my best. And I was like, God created our bodies like to be special with our wife one day and to be special with our husband. And it's really amazing how he's done that. And like, I just took it that way and I went on. And I feel like when those things happened, I don't know what I said, but it's like I almost black out and I say things that I'm like, I don't even know where those words came from. Like, it kind of shocks me. But then the conversation became really calm. It became calm and it became like regular. And then they were like, all right, I'm over it. Like, they were like, I'm done talking about it, Mom. And then we just moved on. But last week I brought up my period to them. Like, mommy's on her period.
No.
No, I'm going to continue. I am. Okay. I'm just saying we've had some really deeper things happen.
Like, we're not done with this yet.
Yeah.
So, we pull into the drive. No, we're almost at the driveway. Cruz, he's younger. He's still very immature. So is Maddox, right? Even boys that are 25 and 30 are very immature with stuff like this. But anyways, so we're almost at the house and Cruz's like, I got to tell Daddy. I'm like, great. Yeah, let's call Daddy. So he calls him and he's like, Dad, Maddox saw, and he like describes it. And I'm like, that's what he said. Yep, that's what he said. So we stop at the end of the driveway and we're talking about it. And he's like, buddy, and he's like doing the same thing I did, right? So we're like going through this whole thing. So the boys talk to Alan about it, and he's like, yeah, I don't know what it is. We'll go and we'll check it out, and then Alan goes into, it may have been a doctor's office because sometimes men get infections, and so maybe it was like an infection. So he goes into like, like,
I'm so confused right now. How are they looking to a doctor's office?
I don't know. I don't know. Right. So it's just like, it turns into this whole thing.
It's
Like
got windows and exam rooms now?
yeah. What could it have been? Do you know what I mean? Because we didn't see it. And he saw it and didn't say anything. And then, so the kids get out of the car, and then Alan and I are discussing it, and he's like, the best thing is that he brought it up to you. And I was like, it is. Like, I want our family to continue to always, like, talk about these things. You know what I mean? That's where I want our kids to learn first at home. And I've been very big about that. And so Alan agrees with me. I think it's hard for him, though, because as a woman, I think sometimes it's easier. Anyways, but he's like, it's awkward. It's a lot. They're not mature enough. They're not ready to talk about certain things. I'm like, I get it, but they still need to learn. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's like times and place for it. But so Alan drove home. I'm going to show you all the picture. Alan drove home because he was working out of town. One of the sponsors for today's video is Blush Beauty. This is my personal brand and product line. You guys, I started this product line because I was really seeking relaxation in my life. And I got to a place where I found myself at the store every single week, just going down the beauty aisles, looking for body care, looking for something like when I have 30 minutes to an hour at night and I want to do a body routine and a deep shower routine. I'm like, okay, what am I going to use? What's going to smell a certain way? I want my body to feel really smooth and hydrated, and just like, I want the experience in the shower. I want to carry the experience outside of the shower. And I also want to carry the experience going to bed. So I created my line, Blush Beauty. Now we have everything from the whipped body butters to the body scrubs for exfoliation to a body cream, and it feels magical. And then we recently launched a bar soap. Having bar soap, I've been addicted to a soap bar, you guys, since before kids, and that's been over 12 years. I love not just any, I want it clean and natural and just simple ingredients. So when I read the ingredients, I'm like, oh, I know what that is. That is how Blush Beauty really operates. So head over to my website, which is ambermichellelykins.com. Use code AMBER at checkout to save 20% off your product or order. And really, you're going to love it. So I will tell you, though, things go really fast. We do carry certain products during certain seasons. It is coming up on summertime, so the butter does not do as well shipping. So we are not going to be able to ship during the summer. So get whatever is left in stock, which is not much. So head over to amberlykins.com, which is AMBERLYKINS.com. Use Amber at checkout for 20% off. Let's get back to today's episode. He drove by the place intentionally, pulled in, took a picture. He said it was crowded out there. So it was at night, okay? Let me show y'all the picture. Y'all ready for this?
Oh my goodness.
I want you to tell me what you think this is. Do y'all know how hard this was for me?
Is this in front of the donut shop?
Yep.
Oh.
Pass that to Kia.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's.
Yeah, let's all look at it and then we'll discuss it.
Yeah, that's.
I gotta zoom in on this.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's my coin phrase.
You know what makes me think, though? I'm like, so he's in 5th grade.
What am I looking at?
I know, you can't, it's a lot.
Wait.
Yeah. Don't say it. Let Olivia look first. Yeah.
But the boys.
Yeah. But
Okay.
still.
Okay, now I see what it is. And if you're looking at it the wrong way,
Yeah.
then you would see something completely different.
Yep. Crazy, right? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Do you know
it
what
takes you a minute to kind of like
do you know what it reminds me of? Have you guys seen that show, Schitt's Creek?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
And-
like a minute of it.
Because
It's a lot.
It is. But they're in Schitt's Creek. That's the name of the city or the town or whatever. And there is a welcome sign welcoming people into. It's like welcome to Schitt's Creek.
You gotta get closer.
It's like welcome to Schitt's Creek, and there's like a man standing up and a woman standing in front of him, and it looks completely inappropriate. Like
Yes.
it looks. You know what I'm talking
right,
about? And
right.
it's like, okay, maybe it was innocent, but y'all didn't take a step back and look at that and say, oh, that's not a good look. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I feel like.
Alan said they blew that up and they did not check the marketing for that because it really looks inappropriate.
It definitely looks inappropriate.
So I'm going to describe the picture to you guys listening. It is, and I'm not putting this on the video, but it's a massage place is what it is.
Which
it's
is
like
not
a
good
spa.
because it's still giving happy ending.
It is.
It's definitely
and
giving like
it's some
low-key
type of
I don't even know what that is.
happy ending advertisement.
it's almost
Subliminal.
It's an
Subliminal.
apparatus.
Oh, yeah.
Basically that is like a tool that you use
For massaging.
for massaging, but it just happens to look like I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, no,
It
don't.
looks like a
looks like a thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the positioning of it and the face on the other side.
Well, the face on the other side is a woman, so it's not a man's private part. But
Yeah.
the tool that they're using looks like
which
a
makes
man's
it look
private.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. So this is where a lot of things, as I look back, he said hands were on it and it's like coming out. I believe that fifth graders at school are describing and talking about things that they shouldn't and probably hear things and see things that they probably shouldn't. And how would that even be a thought? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think I honestly think that he meant coming out because it looks
Like coming out of the body.
coming out of the body.
Got
I
it.
don't
That
think
makes
he meant
sense.
that there's something coming out. I think he meant that it's coming
coming
out.
out
Like
of a
it looks.
body. You're
like-
right.
That's what I think
true.
he meant by looking at that
Yeah, because
photo.
immediately I was like, now what are these freaking kids
You're
saying at
thinking
school?
something's
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, because I'm about to have a meeting at the school. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have a whole fifth grade rally. It may and it's all innocent, but I mean that right there, we have to be so aware of like when we're driving down the road, there are billboards that have everything on them.
Yes.
Kids are reading.
Cafe risque.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times we've seen that driving down I-75 in Florida?
It's a lot.
Oh, it's like every 5 miles.
Then you have to be like, oh, now I have to explain things.
the
Yes.
lion's den.
The lion's
On
den.
the
Adam,
highway.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Mom, Adam and Eve. No,
Like
it ain't,
Jesus.
it's not that
Yeah.
Adam
No,
and
it's
Eve.
not
Yeah.
Genesis.
This has nothing to do
Yeah.
with the Bible, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've told them that too because Cruz, you know, obviously everybody's reading. And so he's like, he'll read it and he'll be like, what's that store? I'm like, well, it's a store that has adult clothes and that's what they sell. You know, I was like, we just don't shop there. It's not biblical at all. It's not Bible. You know, I don't know why they name it that. I do know, right? Because Adam and Eve's naked. Like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get, but I'm like, it's just not, it's so hard as a parent because so much comes up that you're like, I want to teach, but I also want to be appropriate, but I don't want to shut it down. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, have you given your kids the talk yet? About
No,
how they-
Alan's going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave my kids that talk when they were about 6 and 7
Young.
because my parents gave me that talk when we were about 6 and 7.
We
They
call
brought home
privates as they
books,
are. Yeah.
and they showed us pictures.
Yep.
From beginning of conception to the end.
Yep.
Having the baby, all that stuff, and I did the same thing for my kids.
Yep.
So when they got to school and they
knew.
learned it some other perverse way, they could be like, "No, actually, that's not what happens.
Yeah.
This is actually what happens.
Right.
This is what a man's
Yeah,
private
that's
part
good.
is. A woman's private part." They never had any other kid at school telling them something different because I had already told them.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that was, I had, I don't have that issue. Like, their dad didn't want it. He was like, I'm not having that conversation. Like, you can do that, but I'm not ready to have that conversation.
Right.
And my mom was like, no, dad can have that conversation. So my dad did it for us. I did it for my kids.
Yeah.
I know other friends who are like, can you do it for my kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a friend who's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
send my kids over to your house this summer so you can have that talk because neither my husband or I want to have that talk with them.
I want to
It's too
have the
uncomfortable.
talk. Alan just thinks for a boy they're too young. Like he's like, I just think they're too immature right now. But I'm like, they're gonna hear stuff
The stuff they're hearing at school.
and see. Yeah, like they don't watch things. We don't do video games. We don't do any of that garbage yet. But I mean, and it's not all garbage. It just you can only monitor so much. But I'm like, we call private parts as they are. And yeah, my period came up the other week and some people are so like offended that I've talked to my children about periods, but I'm like, I'm a freaking woman. I'm their mom, and hell, it's a natural thing. I just don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. I want to be like, oh yeah, it's a regular
Well,
thing.
the thing is that comes along with having the talk with them.
Yeah.
When you have that talk with them and you discuss how a woman's body works,
yeah,
how she, sheds blood once a month,
yep,
how when she's pregnant she doesn't do that, then they can put everything into context.
Right.
Then you having a period, they're like, oh,
that makes sense.
It makes sense. I
right.
mean, it's just really educating them.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with educating your kids, and I don't know why people
too.
That should not be taboo.
Yeah. Yep. No, I'm team. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Then it's more about education than
They're going to get educated. And a lot of it's going to be the wrong way.
I know.
And then you're over here trying to do...
damage control. Yeah,
you're trying to do damage control because they heard something and they heard slang for something else, or they heard pornographic terms, which they're going to hear, and they're at that age where they're going to hear it. But you haven't explained anything to them yet.
No, and I think
they need a foundation first. Yeah. So then they can kind of know what they're hearing is right or wrong.
That's what I feel like. I just heard something the other day and it was about a 12-year-old. And he was talking openly. It was weird because that's not what the podcast was about, but it got dropped or whatever about something at 12. And I was like, 12? We're a year from that. Like, I'm just like, I just feel like, yeah, it's freaking me out. And that freaked me out. But I was like, oh my gosh, this was next to a new opening of a donut shop that families are going to. Are we like, what is it? It was just a lot. And I was like, I'm going to tell the girls about this. We're about to see what y'all think. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's just
when you said what he described, I was like, what? What did he see?
I know. And
I don't think things are as innocent as people say. I don't think it's an innocent thing. I don't think it's something that is overlooked. I believe that there is a real kingdom of darkness and that there are real, desires from the enemy to taint and destroy and to pervert the world. I really believe that. And so I don't think that there are so many things that are just like overlooked. We are not geniuses in marketing. He's not a genius. He opened his young eyes and saw that. Anybody else, driving by, this is what we see. Even if I have to do a double take and it's like, oh, I'm driving and I looked at it twice. And so now I realize what it is. But you wanted me to have a double take. You wanted to associate that.
Right.
That was
I think it's subliminal.
Choice. Yes.
I definitely think it's subliminal.
Yes, and it was an absolute decision. It wasn't just like, oh, people's minds are in the gutter. No. That was an absolute decision.
Yeah.
It was meant to send that type of message.
Yep.
And they are using sex and perversion to promote their services. Like, I don't care. Maybe you're not getting a happy ending, but they want you to think that you might. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly believe that. That's not. That's
he
not
pulled in here. I
like,
couldn't even turn my truck around. It was so crowded. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh,
wait.
It was
the place was crowded?
Yeah, the place, like the parking
was
lot.
that crowded?
Yeah, in the parking lot. Yeah, he came back late and did some, unloaded.
Keep your eyes on the news.
Yeah.
Listen.
That get busted all the time.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, it was a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh. There was
a place,
okay.
where was I? I was somewhere. I was in a city. I don't know what city I was in, but we were like in a shopping mall area, like a shopping center, and there was a building that was closed, and they were like, oh, they did a raid. They did a raid of all these massage places, and that's what was going on in there.
Wow.
Yeah. Sex ring, actually.
Yeah. I just heard about it. They just did a bus somewhere. Yeah.
They did that in our city too.
Oh.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not like, living under a rock thinking it doesn't happen. It's just like, if that's not your circle, like you don't hear it, see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a lot. I don't watch the news, so y'all know it could be a bust up the street, and I'll be right at that store going, now what? It was a place right here when I came over here to get me some groceries. That place closed down. They'd be like, ma'am, SWAT was out of here. It was on the news. They were not even 10 miles from your home. You didn't know.
Now it's all the internet cafes getting busted.
I know. Yes, they were getting busted.
Oh,
you did say that.
They're big in Florida.
Yeah.
They're gone.
And they just pop up all over the place. It's like all of a sudden they're
not
just
the
an
one
internet
beside
cafe.
First of all, that is so suspicious. An internet cafe, that is, they don't know that's suspicious.
But they don't they used to put internet cafe, on top of the signage. Now they don't put any signs. They just open up an internet cafe, but that's what they call it.
Yeah.
But it's really just a gambling.
Yeah. I know. That's
and
not
there's no signs, and
there's
they just
no
make
signs
sure the
because they're
windows are blacked
they're
out.
illegal in Florida.
They're illegal here too. We have some over on off of Albemarle.
But those places are making so much money.
Yeah. Well, hey, here's the address to one.
Because it's like fishing games. You know, it's got mirrored windows.
Shut up. There's a fishing arcade down the street. Are they
That's
gambling?
what it is.
Yes.
That's what it is.
That's what that place
Yeah.
is?
I
You're
promise you.
lying.
It
Yeah,
probably is.
I would bet.
You guys, let's go. Let's go check it out.
I
No,
bet
I ain't
I
going in
don't.
that building. That building
I
looks
bet I
sketch
don't.
as crap. You can tell when you drive past it, like the door, like if the door is open, there's another door.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's
Okay.
what
It is.
Yeah.
And it does say fishing arcade.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
That is
We
so
just
interesting.
thought they were just having parties.
No.
This is
Shut
what I'm saying
up.
to you is
That's what it
that's
is.
not good. That's not a good cover. When you say fishing games,
But
do
the
you
cops
not know
drive
that's
by
not
here.
scam likely?
but
They don't go
the
in
cops
there?
be in the parking lot.
But is it
to the one
illegal?
that's in our
Is it
building.
illegal here?
I don't
It
know.
is.
It is.
It
The thing
is.
is, like, but I think you have to have a warrant to be able to bust up a place. You just can't go in.
Yeah, you
There
can
has
Which
to-
go in.
is so dirty.
has to be
I mean, I
enough-
guess it does make sense. But it's so.
They have to have some type of. But I wonder, they have to have a tip off or something.
I think they have to have tip off. They have to have enough information. They have to have the judge sign off on it.
Can
They
you
have to
not-
have done enough investigation to be able to bust into that
Right,
place
smooth.
and you know.
Why you got to bust in? Let me ask you this question: can I not walk into an establishment that is a public establishment that I have the freedom to go in as a law enforcement officer and then realize there is a crime happening? That has got to be a thing. I should be able to go into the grocery store.
Yeah, but the
If
thing
I
is,
see
like,
there's a
but
crime,
who are you arresting in there?
If I see there's a crime,
But
then
you
I'm
do
arrested.
see, but the one beside us, they don't. The door is locked, so the people have to get buzzed in when they go in there,
Oh, you're not about
Right,
to get
so if
buzzed?
and
you're-
they have cameras out there.
They're not
Oh,
letting.
the
They're not
officer,
letting a
not
police
getting busted.
officer in
Gotcha.
there.
Undercover?
You can't go in undercover.
Yeah, you could
right?
probably.
Because now it's
Yeah, now
Oh.
you
Now
have to
you're
have
probably doing
basis.
something.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
everything has to be done legally correct.
yeah.
That's
Before
interesting.
they-
You know
I
what
Shut
is
that
so
place down.
messed up about that? Is that
Yeah, that's this is taking a turn.
it is.
Let's come back.
I'm gonna drive down the road and
Let's
I'm
circle
gonna,
back.
I'm gonna get a
Circle
ticket
back.
for my windows being dark. But y'all got people out here doping, shooting, bop, 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 gambling, and y'all know it, and they actively can't do anything because you got to have go get a paper from the judge. Talk about pulling somebody over with some dark windows. Come on. Oh my gosh.
Are you
I'm feeling
the way?
triggered.
And I was going to say
Trigger warning, people.
I wonder
What
if she
is
has
a
been
lo-
pulled over once or twice
Twice or
about
four
For a
times,
dark
four
tent?
times.
Yeah,
for
I'm
her
like,
dark
do
tent.
something else.
Yeah, there's more crime to fight.
Yeah, I'm like,
My
actually,
windows.
yeah, I'm like, go do something. That's insane. I never actually realized that about the place down the street. I just figured, like,
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't an arcade, but I thought it was like, well, maybe they just have like parties or something.
No,
they
yeah, they
partying in
partying.
Potty.
Partying and winning money and then posting online.
Mm-hmm.
I had just sent Olivia a post that some girl I know on Facebook posted like a picture of her winnings. The
Whoa.
winnings, the ticket, and I'm like, this is the place next to, whatever.
Oh my
And she was
gosh.
like, yeah, I just won, praise the Lord. God is so good. I'm not lying. God is so good. Won't he do it? I just won, $3,000.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh, they're actually winning in there. Oh,
Oh,
That's not play money. They win in grands.
oh yeah, they're actually winning in there.
Whoa.
Yes, it's
but the question
Do
is,
they walk
how
away with
much
the cash?
did they lose? How much
Oh.
did she
well,
lose
yes.
to
Like,
win?
how much are they? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because some of the people, like the one that's near us, it's like the same people. You see the same people in there going. So it's like, how many days? How much money did you spend? Like, did you spend $3,000 over the month and then you won $3,000?
Yeah,
That's
because you
true.
gotta know that
Yeah.
the gambling places, even Vegas or wherever, they're not
Yeah.
losing. How are they standing?
No, the house always wins.
Yeah, there's no way. It doesn't make any sense. We're gonna start a business, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give away more money than we get.
yeah.
That's
Not true.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
so
That's not a
you
thing.
have to know that people are losing. You want me to tell y'all my gambling trick? I'm gonna school y'all. Let me
Yeah.
just say what I do. Okay, we went to Vegas. Holla. My man's a big spender. He was like, how much do you want to gamble with? I was like, give me 20. Not 20 bands, $20. And then I went up to the cashier. She was probably thinking, oh, she's so cheap. I was like, can I get all ones, please? She gave me all ones. And I just go from slot machine to slot machine, put my little $1 in, push it to my button. And if I win something, it gives you like a little paper
Ticket, yeah.
thing. And then I go, once my $20 is done.
You're done.
that's basically like paying for a movie or like a little show. Like I played so I could have fun. And then sometimes I was up and sometimes I was down, but it was always fine because it's like, oh, I paid for this to go to the movie, so it's not a big deal. I'm not about to be sitting here. I like my money a lot, and I don't think I'm gonna be winning millions.
I think different people have different tolerances for gambling. How much money they can lose.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, some people might be like, you know, $1,000 for the weekend. Some people might be $20.
That is a lot
for the weekend. You know. Okay, so me
just to lose it.
Who are some laughing?
Are you $1,000 for the weekend?
No, I'm not $1,000 for the weekend.
Okay, big money.
But I'm like,
you said you was a moving shaker.
But I'm like maybe like
500.
I'm like maybe $500 for the weekend. You know, like okay,
just for gambling.
Just for gambling, but because okay, so like Morgan and I have went to Biloxi. We've done Vegas, but like last time we went to Biloxi, we literally the only thing you can do in Biloxi is the casino. There is nothing in Biloxi but the casinos, okay, and some good food. And so we pretty much stay at the casino. We will stay at the Golden Nugget for literally 6 hours and spend $150. Like if you were to go any place else and have entertainment for 6 hours straight, you're spending way more than $150.
Yeah,
it's fact.
That's
I
true.
mean, if you think about that, I mean, now we've never spent $500 in a weekend of gambling. Like as soon as I lose $150, I'm like, I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, you go to Disney World
First
for
of all,
the
you're
weekend.
paying
You're spending $3,000, $4,000. Yes,
Bam.
exactly.
Yes.
And if you're at the casino gambling, you're drinking for free. Okay.
That's to keep you there.
So yeah, so basically.
First of all, can't say I drank $150.
Yeah, exactly. Look, whatever I'm losing, I'm drinking way more. Okay, so I'm actually making money. If I were to sit at the bar and drink this,
okay, $20 a pop, $28
exactly.
A drink.
I mean, there's
Drinks
restaurants
are
we go to where it's like $23 for an old fashioned, $23.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Yes, you drink 5 of those. That's your gambling budget right there.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So we get entertainment and we get to drink. No, that's a bargain.
Let's go.
But I'm not.
Where is this casino? It's in Florida?
No. It's in Mississippi.
Oh, it's in Mississippi. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
how far is that from y'all?
It's about New Orleans is about what, like 5.5 hours. Biloxi is maybe about like 4.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad.
Yeah, that's like a
at
trip
all.
to the coast for us.
Yeah.
That's a trip for oysters. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
And you know what? And when I go, I eat oysters for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Dang.
Oh,
You're so committed. Do you know what I mean? Like you go hard.
Yeah.
You
For a
know?
good time, she is.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. Like you just don't play.
No, I don't.
She's
Yeah.
very serious about her leisure time.
Yeah. You really are. Which I actually think is a really good quality. I'm not
Is
even
it?
playing. I listen.
Amber, thank you.
I do. Because you know what?
Amber's like, I just love that you day.
I love that for
appreciate
you.
that.
I love that for you.
I appreciate that.
I love that you day drink. Yes, I love that you gamble.
And you know what? But when I work, I work my butt off. Okay?
Yeah, so when you're having fun, you're having fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm becoming more like you. Not in that way, but just being serious about my fun. Becoming more
it really
serious
is.
about, like,
That's
my
what it
fun
is.
and
It's serious
travel
about
and,
having a good time.
like, what is it I actually like to do? And I think this is really the age for it. My kids are grown.
Yeah, my kids are grown too, and I'm like,
So I'm about to.
Yep.
I was raising children and being a good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was out doing what you was doing, tossing it back in the circle at the club or whatever, tossing it back in the
I don't
circle.
know.
Amber's like, I never did that.
Yeah, first of all,
Never.
Play her song. First of all, let her song drop.
I was about to say, don't let her fool you
Maybe
now.
once or twice.
That's right.
3, 4, 5 times.
On down.
I love to dance.
Yeah, so we did that.
That's a good
We were
time.
teen parents. We worked and we raised our kids and all that. Now, honey, I'm about to do whatever I want to do. It's not that exciting what I want to do, but I'm about to do it.
But
it's
I mean, you
exciting
think
for
about
me.
it is hard being a mom, first of all, and it's hard being a wife, and it's hard running a household.
Yeah.
All of it is hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when your kids are grown and leave the house, I'm like,
Now what?
now what? Oh, I can tell you what.
You filling it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I took a little
Yes.
time.
I'm like, I worked my butt off for you guys. Now I'm never gonna stop being a mom.
Yeah.
because,
Right.
Okay, they won't let me. There's just you
know.
could just never stop being a mom. There's
Right.
always something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it was always about you guys and about saving up for this and
Yeah.
about making sure you have what you need. And of course, I'm still doing that. But now I don't have to do it so much. And I'm like, I could actually do some things for me.
Go have fun.
Yeah, first of all.
and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
That's so true. Kyra, my youngest, she's 22 now. She moved out. She's Lord, thank you, Lord. Just keep her moved out. I love it. She love it too. That was her Thanksgiving, what she grateful for. I'm grateful that I got my own place and I'm living my life the way I want to. I was like, that's not hurting me. First of all, that's not hurting me at this Thanksgiving table. Praise God. You know what? I'm grateful for that too, boo, because our address ain't the same. Because she is wild. Okay, so I want you to live your life at your own address.
Kyra is you though. Just want you
She's
to know.
not. That is the whole thing. I was not like that young.
I mean, you might.
She's like to the
You
nth
might not
degree.
be like that.
She's like, it's like,
but she is
to
you.
The nth degree. Yeah. Maybe there's some.
Didn't we talk about personified today?
She is the personification of her mother.
Yes.
I was not like, she is so much. I love her. She's funny as heck. But, you know, they moved out or whatever. And I don't know what me and her dad were doing or talking about doing. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't nothing that big. And she was like, you know what, Mom? I've been thinking. You know what I think? And I'm like, what, child? You know, I really think that you and Dad have been lying all these years.
Oh.
Facts, right? Lying about what? For what? And to who? Because who can beat us? That's what we want to know. So what? Lying about what? Y'all, like the whole time, oh, we don't have money. We're so poor. But now that we moved, just like talking about, but now that we moved out, like, oh, now y'all are just like, oh, no, we're going to do this. We're getting this.
That's
we
like
done
a whole
that.
entire, like, that's like a whole entire, like, trend on social media. Like, oh, we don't have any money. And then my mom pulls into the driveway with a new BMW.
She's like, all of a sudden, so all of a sudden.
They try to make you feel guilty now. Oh, you're getting a new car? You're getting new teeth? Oh, camera's good for that. How much was your new car? How much did your teeth cost?
Yeah, now she's counting
but
all
then
your
when I ask you
coins.
for money, you're like, we're really strapped right now.
Yeah.
And,
She's got the I think y'all were holding out. I'm like, well, we are not feeding people 5 times a day plus snacks and their friends. You know how she was with her free. She didn't have free lunch. We paid for lunch. We put money on the books. This honey, she like, oh, you need a cookie? Let me buy you a cookie. First 2 days of school with that money, we have run through the whole 30. Do you hear me saying 30 days? The whole month's worth of budget for the lunch. Because we would just, I'm like, oh, I'll just pay for it by the month. And that is great because as a teacher, I only got paid once a month. So this is going to be wonderful. Baby, when that dang cafeteria called me, talking about, we need you to know that her, whatever her account balance is down or negative. I was like, she only been there for a week. So what we talking about? She was like, well, you know, I'm looking at her account and she's getting like cookies and, you know, ice cream and ice cream sandwiches. I'm like, she is so little. How? She's not eating that. She's like, well, she probably getting for her friends. I was like,
oh, no.
Yeah, so Kyra comes home. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, well, my friend wanted one. I told that lady, I said, I will not be giving y'all any more money. So whatever it is, she's like, oh, well, you can't not send her to school money. Please watch me. So whatever happens when kids don't have money on their books, she's like, well, that means she's going to get a brown bag. Okay. Well, she lived in lap of luxury days 1 through 5. Okay. So these next weeks, it's going to be a brown bag from the school with peanut butter and jelly. Or she can fast. We fast. The Lord loves it. So take your pick.
She'll eat when she get home.
Exactly. I'm like, now that we're not paying for that, we got a little bit of money saved up so we can do something.
I mean, these kids can eat.
They do eat a lot. They do.
Yes,
yeah.
they definitely do. It's a lot. So this is our time to do
Kyra,
whatever we want to do, and
she's funny.
Just enjoy yourself. I'm getting more serious about my leisure time too.
Speaking about your husband and like your family, let's talk about wife swap.
Okay, I was about to say, now you bringing up my husband, you know, don't do that.
Don't
do that. Don't be saying his name. Don't be referencing him. Don't talk to him.
I'm not actually going to call him by name. Don't make me bring up Harris Teeter, okay?
Don't be
water
eye contact. Okay? None of that. Close your eyes. Oh, yes. So this man that I married, when the kids were young, and we actually lived in Tallahassee. I was in school then, and I used to watch Wife Swap on ABC. I think it was ABC. I'm pretty sure it was.
Fox. It had to be ABC.
I think it was ABC.
Yeah, it was ABC.
Yeah.
Because at the end, it was be like, if you're interested in wife swap. And at the time, I felt like he does not know how good he have it because he be doing a lot of complaining. But let them bring in somebody that's the opposite of me.
Somebody slack.
That can't cook, that's not doing no meals, that's talking about, oh, let's bust this open and put it in the microwave. And so I've thought, well, we're probably not going to get it, but you have to like do this application and tell your story. Oh, am I boring you? Is that why you're yawning?
Oh my gosh! No, I wanted my tea. I don't have a tea. I want something hot.
I need some caffeine.
Ignore me yawning. I'm tired.
Amber, you remember what we used to do when we had to yawn back in the day when we were on live?
What would you do? Like cover our mouth? What would we do?
What would we do? I don't know, but we used to crack up because we had to yawn.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we used to try to play it off.
But we would like play it off with like a smile, like
Yeah. I think we used to. Yeah, I don't know what we used to do, but it used to be so funny. And I was like, "Were you yawning?"
it always happens though, like especially when somebody's talking, I'm like really into it, but I'm yawning. I know it looks
Are you
so
into
rude.
it? Oh, tell me more.
It is really good though. Continue.
Yeah, so I had to fill out an application and like share our story and why we would be a good fit or whatever. And so
What do you think you said?
I know that I talked about we were teen parents.
Oh,
and
that
now-
probably got you on.
And now we're here and I'm in college and
Oh, that
we got
100%
3
sold it.
kids in school and I do all these things and I go to school full time and this is what we do or whatever. So I got a call back.
Were they going to pay you guys?
I don't think so, actually.
So it was like basically just come and
Yeah, but
we're
let
going
me
to.
just say, it's funny that you say that because let me tell you what I always believed about myself.
What?
That I was a celebrity. And I feel like if I get on somebody's TV show,
You're gonna be picked
I don't
up.
care what it is. Somebody going to be like, oh, that girl is funny. We need to give her a deal.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, they'll see my
She
charming
needs to be on
personality.
a housewife show.
Yes.
She really does.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. So I'm like, well, they ain't got to pay me. This is going to be my chance to get out there. They
Yeah.
said yes. I was so excited. I was like, first of all, I know y'all lying. This is fake. But it wasn't fake. And they're like, you got to get your husband to agree. And I thought, oh, he's definitely going to agree. Being the hateful, angry bird that he is.
What was his reaction though, honestly? Was it just blunt, like absolutely never?
He was like, are you out of your effing mind?
Oh, so we're doing that.
Yeah, he's like, you asked. He's like, are you out of your effing mind? You think I'm gonna have people in our effing house viewing us and have some other H in here, all up in our business? He was like, something really wrong with you.
Oh my God.
He's exactly what ABC wants.
Yeah.
We would have
They
made
needed
stuff.
him.
We would
They
have
needed
got a
him.
reality TV.
Yeah, it would have been great TV.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He really stifles.
Y'all probably would have.
He
The
stifles
ratings
my
would have went.
celebrity. I know I can't get him to go live. He really stifles my celebrity. Like he really holds me down, guys.
Yeah, he probably would be the type of, you know how they talk about the Real Housewives that like, you know, there's some husbands that are like, they don't really say anything. And there's some husbands that talk. He probably would be the husband that talk.
Yeah, especially if something happened. He not gonna like no drama.
Yeah.
And if I tell him like, oh, let me tell you what Kia said today at the lunch, he's not gonna be sitting back like, oh, well, that's crazy. He gonna be like, you should have told that B, but like he not having it. He not gonna be like, oh, we all should work it out. He don't want us to work it out. He want me to bump you. I should have cussed you out. That's what he want. Okay, we ain't friends.
Fight.
Oh, they fake. You know, it's a wrap. Now Olivia. He think Olivia's his friend. And I keep trying to tell him, if me and you don't work out, Olivia never speak to you again in life, honey.
Oh,
I'm
my
looking at the
gosh.
camera. She'll see you and walk right past you like, who that? He look familiar. I don't know him. I'm like, she is not your friend. She's our family friend. I'm like, she's not our friend. She is my friend. So you better get your friend. You better be friends with Greg or something.
Oh my God.
Olivia, Shalanda, like he's known y'all for a really long time. So it's like, okay, y'all have been around. That's really it. But he wasn't really fans of y'all in the beginning either.
Yeah, he used to say, oh, you going hoeing out with them?
And what did I
You going
used to
out
say?
hoeing?
You're going out hoeing with your
And
friends?
she used to say yes,
Yes.
which used to piss me off.
Oh my God.
That's what I lived to tell her. I'm like, yes, I'm not about to do this with you. Ain't nobody going out hoeing. I'm not about to be explaining. Because you know that's not what we're doing. But if we about to play that game, okay, cool. That's okay. Well, that's what we about to do. We about to go out home. She's like, oh my gosh, you told him that and did.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you co-sign
Because
that?
he's crazy.
Why would you have him thinking that? Like,
Because he's
it was so
crazy.
aggravating to me.
We went out somewhere more recently, but he was like, "Oh, y'all going to hang out? Y'all going to Kiki?" I was like, "Look at you, graduated from Hohen.
To
I guess
Kiki.
he see you not a Lord now. Praise God."
Yeah, yeah, Kiki. Yeah, I think that's a better
Yeah,
that's a better
he
term
cannot
because
be
that's
on
what y'all
TV.
are doing.
And he says that all the time. He's like, "You cannot." I'm like, "Oh, you should do a video with me. I'm gonna put on it that it's I'm like, I will put on it because he's not on brand." Okay, man, he's not on brand. I'm like, I'll put on the video explicit. This is not for kids. Tons of cursing and probably some things that are going to be offensive. So just be ready and don't get in my comments.
They will.
Don't do it, honey.
Yeah, be
They'd
ready.
be
Not
like,
in
you're
mine.
rage baiting.
Yes, don't
Yeah,
do it because
yeah.
I'll be all on your page.
rage
Don't
baiter
do
you.
it, fam.
Yeah.
So he refuses.
You know,
He
I
just won't
really
be great
wish
with
one
me.
day, and I think it probably exists. I just don't have access to it. But you know, glasses, and you can just like bop, hit record,
yes. Oh,
and
they
it
have.
does it.
They have those.
They have them.
But like
Ray-Bans.
it records like an actual like a video footage would. Yeah, that's what you need.
I know.
Because he'll never know you're recording, like bop, and just
Oh,
capture
anyway,
it.
First of all, let me just tell y'all.
Ray Bans make them.
That's crazy.
Sponsor
Do you
us.
know
That
what
would
they
be
are?
so
How much?
Right.
You know what they cost? Like a camera would cost a few hundred, or
Yeah,
like it's
I
in the
don't know.
thousands.
First
much
of
they
all,
cost.
Ray-Ban, y'all can be a producer,
I thought
executive
Google
producer of
made
my
glasses
show.
like that.
They really
They
could.
might.
They
I
gave
just
me
know
some free
Ray-Bans do
glasses.
They
too.
would.
Huh.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be great.
Oh, he's a lot.
Just make him his
love
own channel.
But he's
He won't, so he won't mess up your algorithm. Ooh.
oh, yeah, I have to make a brand new channel.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
On a whole nother computer.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go on a different type of internet.
Exactly.
You don't want to mix
exactly.
wires.
The
the
black
dark
web.
web, the
Yeah,
dark
the dark
web.
web.
Exactly, because he is a mess. He thinks he's funny. He is funny, you know?
Yeah.
We've been together for a long time, so it's fine.
All right, well, let's say this since you said, what did you just say? The black web?
The dark web.
The
The
dark
dark,
web.
oh, I thought you said the black web.
I
You
did
see where
say
my
the black
mind-
web.
the dark
She
web.
said it right.
It's the dark web.
Oh,
dark web.
y'all saw the thumbnail. We'll see if I make the thumbnail and have it stick. Y'all can drop in the comments what y'all thought about that because we didn't say anything about the thumbnail. You know, I talked about that this
Side-
morning. at the
side
table.
kick.
Oh, but
Yeah.
we're leading right into that because
Let's
we
talk
just
about
talk
it.
about
Comments.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and segue. So we're gonna read
comments.
some like hate TikTok like comments or any comments. If you have a video that's gotten some hate, then we can read
Oh, I
those
might
for sure.
find a comment.
You can. Okay.
I don't have comments. I
But-
don't have hateful
I
comments.
don't have any hateful comments either.
I don't.
Oh, I get
I
some
mean,
on
If you
mine.
make a hateful comment on my content and I talk about the Lord, you are going straight to hell. So don't do it to yourself.
don't do it. All right. Well, while y'all are searching for comments, I'm gonna go ahead. Y'all can pull up that TikTok video too. Is that
Oh,
what
I'm
y'all are
about
gonna
to.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna pull up the TikTok.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can find a comment because I don't get. I get. Oh, you know.
Hold
what? I
your
have
mic. Turn when y'all are holding your mic. Turn the switch to off. It picks up when you move your fingers. Yeah, I think that'll help. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a story. This was a couple years ago. I think this was before 2020. It may have been after. But this was, I created a reel and I was doing something. I don't know if I was like doing makeup or I was doing something where I just overlaid just some music behind it. Something that was trending, something that you hear on your feed all the time. And so I put it on there. I did not listen to every single word. I try to now to listen to the whole entire song to make sure I can either cut something out if it needs to be cut out, right? Well, this song had a nasty word in it, right? The N word. And I had zero clue. And it was probably like something that it's like whispered almost in a sense, but it still said it. I didn't know. So then like later that day or maybe a couple days later, I don't know, but we were all together and I was like, y'all, I got this comment on this video. Somebody's going in on me using this song and being friends with Olivia, but they did not reference Olivia as Olivia. The reference was your black sidekick. And that is so rude. Oh, your mic, yeah. It's so rude. But Olivia and I were always in content together. I think it's funny. People probably think she dropped off the face of earth. We never speak. We speak every day.
abandoned us, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
she left. She left North Carolina.
She's
But-
here with the trader now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I'm the traitor.
Yeah.
Who she left us for? You basically a
Wow.
homewrecker. That's what you are.
A friend wrecker?
Yes.
Oh, a friend
Kia.
wrecker.
yeah,
yeah.
that's cute.
I'll take it.
As she sips her Moscow Mule.
Can I sit
So,
loudly?
yeah. These mics, I'm going to have to do something with them. I think they do have to sit next. I'm going to have to get them on a thing. They're very sensitive.
Is it off? Is it off right
It is off.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's like, even if you move your finger, why is it grabbing? It's so weird. Anyways. So, yeah, they referenced Olivia as that this woman did, and it really ticked me off. And I was like, that is so freaking rude over a song in the background. I wasn't even in. Anyways, Courage can give her 2 cents. But it turned into a whole thing. I said something, then Courage said something. Maybe Olivia said something. I don't know. Olivia does not approve. Everybody thinks Olivia has to approve everything in my life, which is not true. I do everything.
Yeah, her kids. I love her kids because they think all her great ideas come from me. And about 75% does.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, did Olivia give you that idea? And I'm like, wow. Actually, Olivia has zero clue that this is happening. Okay. She's going to find out when it's completed. Yeah.
That is once.
Yeah.
Me.
It is funny because I do ask her opinion a lot. But anyways, I'm not going to do that about Olivia. I'm going to play this song. Will you listen to the lyrics to make sure it doesn't offend like you or anyone? I'm like, what the heck? So it was a lot. Courage.
It was a trending song.
Went in on it.
Do you remember what song it was?
I don't remember.
I don't. Like, it wasn't obviously anything that stuck. I mean, I don't know.
It was a rap song, first of all. Let's start there. It was a rap song, so you can pick almost any rap song right now that's not Christian rap, and it's going to have the N-word, so stop. Second, it was trending.
Yeah.
And that's just how you picked songs. And while the word itself may be derogatory, the song was not necessarily racially derogatory. However you feel about the N-word, that's, you know what I'm saying, your business or whatever. But the song itself.
Okay, Tabitha Brown.
Yeah. The song itself was not like, oh, this is a racially derogatory song towards black people, right? So it wasn't like, oh, it was a racist rapper saying the N-word. It wasn't none of that. It was a regular black artist, black song, right, with the N-word. And so you had it. You did not sing the song. You did not mouth the words.
I wasn't even dancing to it.
That's what I wanted to see. Like, well, did she sing the song? Did she say the word? Did she mouth the word? No, she used the song. This lady on here, she was black. Mm-hmm. And, that
she
pissed
was
me off.
offended. She was very offended.
I don't care about her being offended.
I know you don't, but that's why she went in.
Industry. Be offended at the music industry.
Not by me. I'm just saying
don't listen to that song. That's fine. That's your business. But she turned it into a race thing immediately because you used the song.
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind? And then you commented. And then you talk about your black sidekick. I think that was more disrespectful.
It was.
That right there was so belittling to a black person. So now as a black person.
That was
right.
Definitely, I think,
pissing me off
a lot more insulting than what she was actually commenting on.
Yes.
Yeah.
The comment that she made.
Yeah.
Yes. And not to mention, if you know that she hangs around a black person, you know my name. That's the thing that pissed me off.
No, she knew
your whole brand.
Our whole brand was A&O. So you knew what my actual name
was. Yeah.
And you still chose to say black sidekick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, it was really
it was a
rude.
lot.
Yeah.
So rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really
I don't know what happened to that video, but I could probably
rude.
find it. You know what? I'm going to do that.
You can't find it.
You don't think so?
You delete everything.
Yeah,
That's true. I archived all of it.
I'm sure it was like a makeup or getting ready video, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no clue what the video.
The type of content
I'm
it
not
was
even
because
gonna
it
try.
wasn't related to the song at all.
Oh, yeah. I can't even remember
Those
what video
type of
it was.
comments, like that policing, things that are just like maybe not my preference, but aren't actually inherently wrong. That kind of thing really annoys me.
Oh, we're doing good on time. Sweet.
Especially when you make it about something that it's not. And then this responsibility as if somehow the black sidekick like didn't do her job. So now my job as a black sidekick is to make sure that my white friend doesn't do anything that someone might find offensive. Like, shut up.
Yeah, I don't have time for that, people.
Yeah. It's a lot. All right, you guys. Well, this ends episode 1. Come back for episode 2. We're going to start off reading hate comments from the interweb.
I need to just say my mantra one more time.
Go for it.
I am a Southern belle. I do not get heated. And I do not clap back when provoked. Not even when reading comments.
Oh, my God. Okay, as we end this, though, I do want each of y'all to tell people where to follow you, where they can find you. I'll plug yourself.
My name is Olivia Hayward, and you can find me all over the internet as Olivia Hayward, everywhere, every platform. It's just that simple.
Easy peasy. OliviaHayward.com.
I love that.
Love it.
I am Courage Molina. Google me.
Oh my gosh. She's so extra.
She really is.
I'm just using my friend's words. Maddox gives me a lot of like new language.
Google me.
Yeah.
And so he loves to say like Google or ask Siri. And so I just thought I'd use that today.
Siri's up to date.
Yeah, Siri's up to date. I might wonder if you can ask Siri about me. Ask Siri about me and y'all let me know if it works.
Yeah.
I am Kia Z Atkinson. That's QUIA, not KIA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Make sure we hit the.
And I can be found everywhere as well. QZDesignGallery.com.
Gallery.
Gallery.
That sound
QZ
like
Design
something.
Gallery.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
The
We're
art.
all entrepreneurs.
Yes, we are. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. The Lord is good.
Mhm.
What'd that girl say when she got that money? What'd you say she said?
She said, won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
She said, God is good.
Won't he do it?
God is 3 sevens on the slot machine.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Also, before we end, I want to do this. What's in your purse? What are a few things that are like must-haves in your purse? I think that's always fun for the audience to kind of know a few things like that. So, I'll
Olivia.
start
Oh, Amber.
glucose tablets because I'm a type 1 diabetic.
Oh,
gosh.
here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Also, Chomp sticks. They are also, no one sponsors this channel except, myself. Let's be clear. Okay.
Chopsticks, the
beef sticks.
the beef sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
disgusting stuff.
They are so good. Olivia.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't say they're disgusting.
Why?
Well, Oprah did. You know Oprah though, so
She did say Chomp
she
was
said
gross?
something was not good on her. Like she named something. She was like, "Oh, that's not good."
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, if they want to sponsor her, she like them. I
I
don't.
love them. We're going to talk about, we're going to come back to on the next one. You'll hear us talk about something happened in the Harris Teeter grocery store yesterday, and we
my
compared two different brands. We'll chat about it and what we found out. Remember we talked about it in the car? The sizing of the jerky,
yes,
the
the
beef jerkies. Yeah,
It's
so
just
we're going to
so
talk about that.
disgusting.
Yeah, but that is always in my purse because I need some protein now that I'm back on meat. I need my glucose tablets. Insulin is always in there, and I have like 15 glosses and always miniature fragrances because I always want to be prepared to like get a little squirt.
Yeah.
That's always in my bag. What about you?
I usually have lip gloss. I usually have a little mini thing of edge control. A little edge brush. Need it, get your edges right. I generally always have. What else do I keep in there?
Were those original?
Lotion. I don't. That's your daughter, okay? That's my goddaughter, but her daughter, who eats old people candy. I usually have some gum, and yeah, that's my staples. Some type of sometimes I have, not always, but sometimes I have some type of lotion product or some type of cream or something like that.
I love that.
In case you have an emergency ash.
Oh, it happens. Facts. Yeah, you put on a dress and then your legs are. It's a lot.
happens.
I like to have my lip gloss and miniature fragrances. Little miniature hand sanitizer.
Oh, that you took from my purse.
And my blicky.
Blink.
My blicky.
What's that?
Pew, pew. I'm just kidding.
Oh. First of all, I was like binky, like a passy. Are we high right now?
Blicky of my blicky.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Is that from a song?
No, it's from my child who's a gangster. She's always like, "Oh,
That's
Mom."
what she calls it?
Yes.
That's not a real name.
People
probably
call
it
it. Yeah,
blickies.
people call it.
A blinky?
Blicky.
Blicky?
I've never heard that
Blicky.
before.
It's 'cause
So
I'm
now
gangster
your
like
pistol
me.
is a blicky?
Yeah.
My blicky.
I'm not scared of that. Please put it up. Stop it. Stop it. That sounds like a baby toy.
Blicky.
Yeah.
Okay, it's little Blicky.
Go get your little blicky.
Bang, bang.
That is fun.
Yes.
She's a lot.
She is.
All right, those are good staples.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Kia.
I have my credit cards.
Oh, I forgot to talk about
I mean,
that.
I
That's
just put
obvious.
my wallet.
Credit cards and chapstick. That's it.
You know what? They coming for you first because we didn't say we have cards in our bag.
I do not carry hardly anything.
You don't have lip gloss?
Chapstick.
Just a
Oh, it's
chapstick.
chapstick. Okay.
Yeah, chapstick. That's it.
Cards and chap.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
I'm a minimalist when it comes to a bag.
yeah.
I like small bags and I like nothing in it.
Oh.
And my bag is small too. But
Yeah, I need things.
it's mighty.
Yeah.
Small but mighty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I carry a big bag, but I only carry out my wallet generally. Like when I get out the car, I only take my wallet out, like in stores and stuff like that. But I typically have a bigger bag that I might take to like work or wherever, but I don't take it out the car. So that's why I have like multiple things in there, but it's usually
When I had a big bag, I had back trouble.
Oh.
Because it was heavy.
Yeah, no.
I carried a lot of
heavy.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, if you got something in there, you can't find it.
Exactly.
I can't find it. I'm like, hold on. You know what? You trying to rob me? Let me get this blicky. Hold on. I got one right here. Let me get this stun
They're going to be
gun.
so confused. They're going to think you're talking about like gum or something.
Let me
not.
get my blicky. Let me get my blicky first.
Hold on. Let me look and see if I got this stun gun. Let me get this knife. Wait 1 second.
Don't tell them what you're digging for. I think blicky is good if you're in that type of
I probably
situation.
should add some sort
Can't
of
find
weapon to
nothing.
my bag.
I have
any
mace.
weapons.
Do you have mace?
I carry mace.
I used
Do you know how to use mace?
Yeah, I'll probably spray myself first, but I got it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I do have.
I
Like
hope
a
I
little
wouldn't,
stun
but I
gun.
probably would. I'd be like, so
You have a
mad.
stun gun? Really?
It's not a stun gun. It's like a little stun pin.
You gotta get close.
That like you got to touch them with it.
Yeah, you have to be up close
I mean,
and personal.
I don't.
You should
It's
get a
not mine.
taser.
I do
but
not
my
want to be
husband-
that close to somebody. It's where I have to use my stun gun.
My husband thinks I need that, so he like keeps bringing.
You do, because you la-di-da
Yeah, kiki
out in the
on the
world.
street.
You like that's how Olivia is in the world. And I don't care what part of the world. We in New York. We can be in the hood. She like this.
That is inaccurate. That's just my aura.
Yeah,
But my eyes,
or seeing.
She has such
seeing,
a bright,
okay?
beautiful,
that's
glowing
my
aura.
okay? I might
Carefree
look la-di-da,
aura.
so don't run up.
Get done up.
But exactly. That might be how I
That's
look.
why you were the best
But I'm
godmom
very-
for Kyra. Y'all got the same type of gangster attitude.
I'm very,
yeah.
got my eyes on you.
Yeah.
Not like Amber though.
Oh my gosh.
I got mine.
I don't want to tell them about that Target story.
Oh, we can talk about that. We'll come. That's on next episode.
Yeah, on the next episode. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
everybody's out to get you, so you better watch out. Watch your back, okay? All right.
Amber will call the police. I
Facts.
used to
and
call
they ain't
her.
gonna do nothing, so I don't know why I
Exactly.
call them. That's
Oh my god.
I ain't
Yeah,
playing
that is historic for you.
all the surrounding counties. So pick a county, they doing it. Okay? They ain't doing crap.
Nothing.
You know where they at? Mexican. That's where they eat in Mexican restaurants.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
what
it's
I'm saying.
time to go.
It's time for this
Yeah,
episode.
this episode to
is
leave.
done. She's getting, a
getting
little
kinda
wily
loose.
coyote. So
Wile E.
go
Coyote.
ahead. Yeah, that's what she getting
Wild
right
Wild
now.
West.
Why be afraid of the truth, guys?
Just in the podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hit the button.
Close it.
Yeah, go
Close
ahead.
it down.
Close it out.
Close this out.
Toodles.